Good afternoon, everybody. It's Lynn, the Leather Bag Lady. How are you all today? It's Monday today, and Leather Bag Lady weather report. It is a beautiful day. It's 7 degrees out. The sun is splitting the skies, and yeah, it's been a great couple days. But we will talk more about that after today's bag. So, today's bag is a little different in that it is Velour and Suede, and it's a brand that I was sure I'd seen before, but I wasn't sure I'd seen before. So it's a little different. Let me just get the side sorted out. Here it is. And the back. So let's unpack this little beauty. This is black velour. Isn't it just fabulous? Now, there was a little section on the back that had a little something sticky on it, but I think I've actually gotten it all out. The gusset and everything else is burgundy suede. So, you know me, I love burgundy, I love suede, and look at the little tassel that's hidden in the sides. Now, this little bag is all suede inside. The sides, I'm not really quite sure. Obviously, once you've got items in it, the sides will hopefully take their shape with something in it, but empty or with nothing in it, the sides are kind of a little weird. But how different is this? So the bag is by Mondi, which I looked at the label and I thought, I've seen that before. And then I kind of thought, well, where did I see it? So I'm still not sure where I've seen it. On clothing, I think, more so than a bag. So Mondi, made in Italy. This is, I've listed it as an 80s bag. Again, no bill of sale or anything to date it exactly. The strap is the strap. It's not adjustable in any way. It's 22.5-inch strap drop. So let me just see. Oh yeah, it's a comfortable, little high on me just because, again, all of this, but super, super cute little bag. And I thought I would go on Etsy and see if there were some other ones on there. And I did find 2 of this exact bag, but now I can't find them. So I don't really know what I did in the first search that I couldn't replicate in the second search, but I don't know what happened there. So I love the scalloped edging, and there's like little kind of perforations in the suede. It's just a really cute little bag. I mean, it's not a daily driver by any means. It's going to be like an evening bag. There's a slip pocket there, and that is about it. The interior is all monogrammed, Mondi. And they've been around since 1967. And it's a great company, more so clothing than bags, I think. But made in Italy, so we know what that means. Craftsmanship, materials, all of excellent quality. And they got their beginnings in Germany, I believe. I did look it up, and then senior moment, I kind of doubted what it was I saw. But I do believe that the original lineage of this brand was German artisans. And then it now belongs to Mr. Lee, who is from Hong Kong, I believe. 2005, I think that happened. So they are still in business after all these years, but they have some amazing vintage items, from shoes to belts to clothing and to bags. So that is today's little gem. So there we go. So this weekend, well, let me tell you, it was a big weekend for me. Friday night, we were supposed to go to my nephew's hockey. He got injured. We weren't going to go. Then we were going to go and watch Mike play hockey. Mike ended up getting sick, so we didn't go. So we ended up going to McDonald's, which is our Friday night date night, and we just came home. And we hung out and we had a couple of drinks at home, and that was that. And Saturday, I think if you watched my video on Friday, I was really kind of perplexed as to why we weren't going to do the house on Saturday. It just didn't make sense to me, but hey, Pius said he wasn't feeling all that great. It was a very wet weekend last week, a wet week last week, and Pius works outside predominantly, so he had said he'd caught a chill and he wasn't feeling all that great. So we weren't going to go and do any manual labor this weekend. So I'm like, okay, fine. And the Butter Tart Festival was on in Ancaster, which I've seen for years and never really went. But a number of our friends were interested in going, so we went. And holy shit, I've never seen so many people interested in butter tarts. It was mobbed, as my mom would say. We got there and we had to line up to get in. Thank goodness it was a beautiful day. And we got inside and it was butter tarts, hot sauce, believe that as a combination. I'm not sure about that. And then a bunch of craft artisans. So it was a great little couple of hours. We bumped into Pius's niece, Janice, and her husband, Hugh, and her son, Kyle. We had a chat with them for a bit. I was looking for a particular type of butter tart. Now, back in the day, like in my teens, I've always liked butter tarts. And we used to be able to get them with chocolate chips in them. You could get it plain raisins or chocolate chips. So I just figured I'd get a chocolate chip. No. Nobody had chocolate chip butter tarts. I was a little disappointed, actually. But I ended up making a box of 6, and I got white chocolate and coconut, raisin, and pecan. So we were quite happy. Mr. Murray does not like butter tarts, so we found him some brownies, and we found a whole bunch of different things. We got our picture taken in the kissing booth, and it was just fantastic. And then we went to Walmart, we went for breakfast, we went to, where else did we go? Costco, and then Pius wanted to get his truck cleaned. Like, it was getting to the point where I just want to go home. We were going out for dinner, we were going to the Grimsby Legion, dancing, and I wanted a little bit of downtime. I thought Pius for sure needed a nap. Before we went out dancing, we're going with my sister as part of my birthday extravaganza. So finally we pull into the street and there's cars everywhere. And I said to Pius, I'm like, what's with all the cars? And he said, oh, it's probably Murray, which is a neighbor who is always entertaining. So I was like, oh, okay. Walked in the front door and there's a pair of boots there that I didn't recognize, but they're Blundstones, and my sister really likes Blundstones. And while we were in the truck at Costco, there was a message came up on the screen in the truck. So people, if you are cheating on your significant other or you're doing anything you shouldn't be doing on anybody, you best be turning off notifications in your vehicle, because it tells you who it is. It tells you what type of, if it's a text or email or whatever. So I kind of figured a little something was up, and walked in the door, saw these Blundstones, and I thought, oh man, it's my sister. Well, no, it was not. Mr. Murray, Mr. Pius Murray, love of my life, had organized a surprise birthday party for me. Holy shit. First of all, I saw his daughter and granddaughter. Then I looked to the other side of the living room, and it's Chuck and Tara, our friends that we ride with. Then I'm like a ping pong ball going back and forth, and it was Al and Joanne, who work with Pius, who we had a great time with at the Christmas party. Then I saw my friends Sue and Paul, her man. Then Lori and Randy. And I'm like, and then Al, my friend from ever ago, Sue and Al and I used to hang out all the time, like 14 years ago. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. I didn't know what to do. I have never had anybody plan anything like that for me ever in my life. I didn't know what to do. All of a sudden, I'm asking people if they need drinks. I'm going out and getting chairs. I don't know whether I was just so overwhelmed I didn't know it was happening, or I'm just uncomfortable. I mean, I'm a very outgoing person. I'm very comfortable with, saying my piece and whatever, but to be that much in the center of focus, I don't know. I just didn't know what to do with it initially. And then there was food, there was snacks, there was drinks, there were presents, there were like, oh my God. Turns out that this had been in the works for a number of weeks. And my mom and dad were sick. My dad more so they didn't come. Actually, they did come to drop off food. My mom made lasagna and cheesecake, and they just dropped it off and left. My son was still testing positive for COVID. He came to the end of the driveway and just kind of went out and spoke to him in the driveway. And my daughter, we didn't think she would be comfortable in a social setting like that. Sarah's very cautious with COVID and all that kind of stuff. So we didn't even bother with that. And it was just amazing. And you should see the wine here. You know what? I'm going to take you on a little journey. I don't want to make you feel sick, but look at that. Ice wine chocolate. Who gets ice wine chocolate? So needless to say, don't want to make you dizzy. This man just continues to overwhelm me every chance we get. It is something that I've not experienced, and it just doesn't seem to stop. And I just love it. And I was just so overwhelmed. And everybody kind of left 8:30 because many of these folks had, a good hour drive to get home. And Pius got a little tipsy, to say the least, and it was just fantastic. He was hanging yesterday. He really was. He was feeling a little delicate. But yesterday we delivered the couch and chair to his oldest daughter, and then Rebecca, his youngest daughter, was amazing. With a sick baby, they were here prior to Pius bringing me home on Saturday. They got the food all organized. They packed what little bits and pieces were around, so much so that I can't find a document right now. So I'm looking for that. But like I've known Pius not even a year. And we love each other. His kids, his daughter, they don't have to love me at all, but she put so much effort into getting ready for this on Saturday. I just can't. It's so humbling, so humbling. And my poor mom and dad, like I said, couldn't come, and my son, and there was very few of my crew here. My sister and brother-in-law showed up later in the evening. That was amazing. My sister got me like two wrought iron hearts. I don't know. Are they here? Are they here? Are they here? Oh, here they are. So this is probably something from a blacksmith. And our names are engraved on them, Pius and Lynn. So just so special. So special. And my birthday isn't actually until tomorrow. And if you've been watching me, you know all about it. I love my birthday. I just think birthdays, it's kind of gross that it's on Valentine's Day, and today I'm thinking, okay, I don't know, I need to get my ass outside because I need to set up for Pius. It is also Valentine's Day and it's his day as well. But I'm not sure I'm going to get to it today. So I'll sneak out tomorrow, and get a few little bits and pieces to kind of complete the little package I have for him. And yeah, so it turns out that my dad actually has COVID. And I mean, he barely came through the door on Saturday to drop off the food. So he's been pretty sick for the last few days, but they only just found out it was COVID yesterday. So my birthday plans with my family are kind of gone now. I usually go to Eastside Mario's for Alfredo on my birthday. So we were scheduled to do that tomorrow, but that won't be happening. We'll wait until my mom hasn't tested positive yet, but I'm sure she will. So they're going to be in quarantine for a little while. But I'm going to my sister's for a visit tomorrow. And then Pius is taking me to see Jan Arden tomorrow night, a Canadian singer. And he's taking the day off on Wednesday. So we are my birthday extravaganza just turned out not to be anything close to what I thought it was going to be. I'm sitting here on Saturday going, oh, we're going to the Legion dancing if you all want to come with us. And Pius is like, bitch, you're not going dancing now. This is your party. I was like, oh, okay. Because I knew it started so early. I knew it wasn't going to end particularly late. But anyway, so we're already 60 minutes in. Long time. So hopefully you all had a great weekend. If you all had Valentine's Day plans for the weekend, I hope you all had a great time. I'm hoping I'll be able to talk to you in the morning as well. I was up early at the gym this morning. I'm hoping to do the same tomorrow. And love is in the air. I'm telling you, our time, people. Our time. Take care. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.